The woman walked into the classroom as usual. However, there was only one student in the classroom, John. It turned out that last night, all the children in the town mysteriously disappeared. At around 2 in the morning, they all ran out of their homes together and never came back again. The police asked John for clues, but John knew nothing. In the end, the police could only turn their attention to the teacher. They suspected that the teacher had instructed the children to run away, but the teacher had no idea why the children disappeared. Ever since the children went missing, the teacher became the criminal of the town. To clear her name, the teacher secretly went to John's house. She wanted to ask John for some clues, but John's house was very quiet. The teacher quietly peeked through the crack in the door, but she found that John's parents seemed to have lost their souls. They sat motionless on the sofa. This strange scene frightened her. To find out the truth about the missing children, the teacher decided to personally monitor John's family. However, at night the door of John's house suddenly opened. Then someone walked out. That person came to the teacher's car. She did not harm the sleeping teacher. Instead, she climbed up from the back seat. She quietly approached the teacher and cut off a lock of the teacher's hair. The next day, a man named Jack found the teacher. His child was also among the missing. In order to find his child, Jack checked surveillance cameras every day. Finally, he figured out the children's route. To make sure his analysis was correct, Jack found the parents of other missing children and got other surveillance footage from them. Finally, Jack drew a running map. From the map, it seemed that all the children were running toward one place. Jack was very excited, so he went to the teacher, hoping to get more information from her. Just as the teacher was about to reveal John's family's abnormal behavior, a man suddenly ran toward her. The man was very strong. The teacher could not resist at all. Jack immediately rushed to help when he saw this, but the man was like a madman, impossible to control. However, what was even stranger, the man turned out to be the school principal, but now he looked completely insane. It turned out that after the children had just disappeared, the principal met a red-haired woman. This woman claimed to be John's aunt. She said that John's parents were in poor health, so she came to discuss matters about John, but the principal insisted on speaking with John's guardians. Helpless, the woman had no choice but to leave. However, the next day the woman went to see the principal again. She said she missed the last bus and was very thirsty. The principal could only let her in for some water, but the woman insisted on drinking from a bowl. Following her request, the principal brought out a bowl, but the woman did not drink the water. She took out a twig and scooped some of her jam. The principal's friend was very shocked. He stepped forward to hand the woman a towel, but the woman suddenly cut off his hair. Then she wrapped the hair around the twig and snapped it hard. The principal pounced on his friend like a madman until his friend stopped breathing. Only then did the woman remove the hair. She wrapped the teacher's golden hair onto it. This seemed to be some kind of witchcraft. When the woman snapped the twig again, the principal rushed out again. He frantically ran out looking for the teacher. The moment he saw the teacher, no one could stop him.